I attended another kind of half of a Praying Life seminar on Zoom, once again with Bob, in spring of 2020, because I figured, well, I've fallen off the bandwagon with prayer cards. All this will kind of help get me kick-started, at a pretty low point in life. Maybe this will, they say prayer changes things, and so let's just kind of jump in and see what this leads to.
And I was actually kind of resistant to the cohort. I wasn't at first. There was an opportunity to sign up for the cohorts, and a number of people did, and I didn't. And then I kind of just kept hearing how good it was, and really, to some degree, by some friends, sort of was like, gently sort of coerced into participating. And I think some of it is I was resistant because I didn't want to have to come face to face with how weak my relationship with God in prayer was.
I thought, great, I'll take this prayer cohort. And initially I was a little intimidated because there were people who were in the prayer cohort who had been leading their church in prayer for 15, 20 years. And I thought, I'm not up to their standard or whatever. But the wonderful thing about prayer cohort is you can be any age, you can be anywhere in your walk, and you're going to grow.
I think the other thing the prayer cohort really emphasized and brought to light, again, in a more practiced way than even the conference itself, was the fatherhood of God, which is something that's, again, not often emphasized, I think, to the degree where people actually feel comfortable calling God Father. And what are the implications of that, in a healthy father relationship? So it has to be defined and drawn up, but to hear week after week, over and over again, God wants to hear your heart. Here are the scriptures that back that up, but just to say it again, God wants to hear your heart.
Yeah, I think if I were kind of coming to the end of the seminar, I would say, hey, if I were talking to myself, I'd say, Luke, you've invested all this time in this prayer seminar. And yet, if you are honest with yourself, nothing is going to change just because you attended one thing. You kind of need the steady drip of encouragement, of accountability, to really see something, to see something progress. And so, I think that's what my encouragement would be: is to say, hey, you've invested this much, you've seen some good things. It's probably exposed some stuff that you feel like, oh, I'm weak in this area, and so just take the next step. And it isn't going to change everything, but it's going to change something, and you'll be happy with the progress you make.